Hare Hare. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namine. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneswari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Chapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Iswaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarva Karana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter, in Dhyana Yoga, Krishna is teaching us how to control our mind and make our mind as the best friend. And Arjuna asked a very important question: what if we don't control the mind? What if we are not able to completely make our mind as our best friend before we die? So now Krishna is answering that. So that's what we are studying. So mind control is a very, very important task and very, very difficult task. That's what we understand from Bhagavad Gita. That's what everyone also are experiencing in our life. Because Arjuna himself told Krishna it's very difficult, and Krishna also agreed it's very difficult, and we are experiencing in our life. And especially in this material world, our circumstances are always like that way only. It's taking us away from Krishna. Every moment, every action, all such things which are happening around us, it's making us to forget Krishna. Especially in this so-called modern world, there are so many ways we are getting diverted. Because earlier days you have to go out to get diversion, but here everything is coming inside or to home where we are to deviate our mind. So there is a problem. But also we are able to use this technology very nicely. By sitting where we are able to also understand about ourselves, study Bhagavad Gita and focus on Krishna, and we are able to chant together Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and we are able to make a lot of very, very good, excellent progress in terms of Krishna consciousness also. So we have to use like that. We have to use all the opportunities so that we can progress in our Krishna consciousness. In getting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. In getting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita exactly as it is. That's what is very important. And when we depend on Krishna, then Krishna is going to impart this knowledge. When we believe in Krishna. So then we'll get the complete knowledge, then we will fully depend on Krishna and do everything for Krishna. And whatever we do, it is success only. Because there is no more selfish interest. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand very well that this material world is temporary and miserable. So that's what is the knowledge. The knowledge means we need to understand it's temporary and miserable. This material world. And also we need to understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. We need to worship Krishna. We need to render devotional service unto Krishna. So that's what we need to understand. We need to understand that we need to render devotional service unto Krishna. Anityam asukkam lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. That's what Krishna said. Having come to this temporary miserable world, you worship me. So we should worship Krishna. We should all the time remember Krishna. So that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we are realizing, understanding that everything is Krishna only. He is the ultimate supreme personal person, and we need to focus our mind only on Krishna. So that way, our mind, if it is fully controlled, if it is always remembering Krishna, so that way, whatever we do only for Krishna, we are going to achieve success, because all the strength and everything, all the memory, knowledge, skills, whatever we need, everything is given by Krishna to us. Because Isvara Sarvabhutanam Yantra Rudani Maya. So, Kride Sajjuna Tistadi, Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Rudani Maya. So, Krishna is seated in everyone's heart. And we are like a mission. Our body is like a mission, and which is getting operated. So, if we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we surrender unto Krishna, if we don't decide anything in this material world, so nakanksati, nasochati, nakanksati. So in that point of time, we are simply a complete devotee of Krishna. So then by Krishna's causeless mercy, whatever we do, it will be a success, because we will do everything only for Krishna's satisfaction. So that way, when we do things only for the satisfaction of Krishna, that success brings us happiness. That is the meaning, that is the real happiness. There is a real meaning for happiness. That when we are doing things for Krishna, when our mind is satisfied, our mind is pleased, our mind is not disturbed, that because we are able to remember Krishna, we are able to serve Krishna. So that way, that kind of happiness only will stay with us forever. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, which is 18 chapters, 700 slokas, Krishna is teaching us everything what we need. Sometimes devotees ask questions which may not be their answer in Bhagavad Gita, so that means such questions we don't need an answer for them. That means such questions are not very relevant. They are not needed. They are not needed for us to go to Goloka. That's what we need to understand. Whatever is needed, whatever knowledge we need to have, Arjuna already asked question and Krishna already answered, and we get the complete knowledge. So that way, we just have to understand the questions asked by Arjuna. And Arjuna's questions are very important questions. What one is simple to sinful acts? Very important. So then what are the symptoms of a self-realized person? Very important question. Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Yeya. So like that, Arjuna asked excellent questions, and even he asked what is the fate of an unsuccessful yogi. That's also a very, very important question. For that only we are now trying to study the answers given by Krishna. So that way, if we simply understand the questions asked by Arjuna and all the answers given by Krishna, and simply study them again and again and serve Krishna by spreading this message, so then everything is success only for us in our life. Bhagavad Gita is the way of life, because Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita about how to live. So that way, it's very important to study and understand Bhagavad Gita as soon as possible, so that we can live all our time, our life in Krishna conscious way, in a very meaningful way. That way, we should be able to actually detach ourselves from all the materialistic attachments. That way, we will be able to achieve happiness, peace of mind, by simply focusing our mind on Krishna. So by simply depending on Krishna, by simply remembering and focusing our mind on Krishna and doing everything for Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and having full faith that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and that Krishna can solve all our problems. So that's what we need to have. We need to have a full faith on Krishna. Means we know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So without any confusion, and we should also know that Krishna can take care of all our issues and there are no problems for us. So that means there is no need for us to worry at all. We should not be worried about anything. Simply leave it to Krishna, that's it. So a devotee of Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita need not worry about anything else in this material world, because his thoughts are only always on Krishna, Vachittaka. So always remember Krishna. There are so many times we have taken birth and so many times we have suffered and struggled and died, and it's all happened. Everything is temporary. This way, nothing is permanent. So that way, we need to think about only our permanent life in Krishna as well, Goloka. Simply by studying Bhagavad Gita, following Krishna's instructions, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and focusing our mind on the transcendental sound vibration, Yato yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tathasato niyamyaitat atmanyeva vasam naye. So by doing such practice over a period of time, so we will be able to, first of all, we will be able to control our mind. That's what is very important. And it takes time only. That's not going to happen immediately, but we are able to already we are able to see the progress. Because we are studying this for a longer period of time, and we are able to now make progress in our knowledge, in understanding this Bhagavad Gita, we are getting a very, very deeper understanding of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That there is no need for any interpretation, and everything what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita is straightforward and very clear. We just have to understand and then follow, and then Krishna gives us ways and opportunities to follow him. And that way, with this full knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can actually really, really make this life, this human life, very, very useful. So that way, in the 6th chapter, Krishna is teaching. In fact, Krishna is answering Arjuna's questions in the 5th chapter itself. And then he continued in the 6th chapter about how to achieve yoga. It all started with Arjuna asking that Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punar Yogam Cha Samsasi. Etchayor Ekam Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. So Sanyasa and Karma. Which one is the right one? Sanyasam Karmanam Krishna Punar Yogam Cha Samsasi. So by Krishna's mercy, we understand that we just have to work everything and we have to do all our activities and simply surrender the results to Krishna. That's what is Sanyasam Karmana means. It's giving up the actions. Whereas yoga is performing our actions, giving up the results to Krishna. So we have to give the results to Krishna. We should not give the actions. We should not give up the actions. We should perform our actions and give the results to Krishna. That's what is very important. So, by Krishna's mercy, in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, so the yoga is the process. Krishna is teaching us that we have to work, we have to act and achieve yoga first. So then only we can give up the actions. So both are possible. So giving up the actions are also possible, and we should do it. And the reason for doing that, the reason for giving up the actions is that we have already achieved yoga. Until then, we cannot give up the actions. That's what is very important. So that's why Krishna is saying that in the beginning, Arudukshir Muner Yogam Karma Karanam Uchchatim Yoga Rudasya Tasyaiva Shamaga Karanam Uchchatim. In the beginning, we have to perform our activities. So at the end, we have to give up our activities. Because after achieving yoga, there is no need to perform our activities. So that means nothing is forcing us to act. So that means in the beginning, everything, these modes of nature, they are forcing us to act. So that way we are not able to give up the actions. So it is not possible. So if you try to give up the actions, so that sannyasam karmanam in the beginning, it's not going to work. So that way, sannyasam karmanam Krishna punar yogam cha samst. So that's what Arjuna has told Krishna. But Krishna says that in the beginning, you cannot even give up your activities. You have to perform your activities. So aruruksher muner yogam karma karanam uchyate. But once we have achieved success, once we have achieved yoga, so then that should be the reason for giving up our activities. So that means a devotee who has achieved the status of yoga, so he is able to give up the activities, means he is able to give up the attachment to the activities, and still we have to perform our yajna dana tapak karma. It should never be given up. Yajna dana tapak karma natyajyam karyam evatat. That's what is very important. So that means right now we are not forced to act. When we are in this material world, when we are controlled by the three modes of material nature, so that means all of us are forced to act. So that means we don't have an option at all. We have to act. Whatever force is coming on us, depending upon what mode of nature is controlling us, we have to act. We have to simply give up the results to Krishna. So by giving up the results to Krishna, so then that means we are not bound. Even though we are forced to act by the modes of nature, but by not having attachment to the results, we are not bound by the results of our actions. So that is going to make us to become a yogi. So once we become a yogi, then that means we are freed from the three modes of material nature. So when we are freed from the three modes of material nature, so then at that point of time, nothing is going to force us to act. So that means we are already freed from the modes of nature. So that way, nothing is going to force us to act. So at that point of time, still there is no need for us to give up all the activities, because we can still perform all the activities only as yajna dana tapak karma, because even though we are not forced to act, even though we are freed from the modes of nature, even though we have achieved yoga, so Krishna is teaching us that yajna dana tapak karma natyajyam karyam eva tate yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. So that is the point we need to understand, that when we study this Bhagavad Gita, when we follow Krishna's instruction, we should give up all our sense of proprietorship. So that means we have to give up nirmamo, nirahankara, everything. All the sense of proprietorship we need to give up. So that means at that point of time, if there is nothing is going to force us to act, but still we can do everything for the welfare of the human being, for the welfare of all other animals. So that's what is very important. Sarva bhuta hite rathaga. So that's what we are supposed to do. Sarva bhuta hite rathaga. So all such things are possible with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita only. Only if we have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then all such things are possible. Then we will be able to think big. Then we will be able to think, we'll be able to see through the eyes of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. So then our thinking, our actions and our behaviors and everything, they are going to be, everything going to be taking us to Krishna only. That automatically happens. So because we will get so much attached to Krishna, and Krishna is going to give us all the knowledge what we need. So then at that point of time, we can do everything only for Krishna. So that way we are not disturbed by the results. We are not attached to anything. So that way we are happy all the time. We can be happy all the time. Simply doing everything for Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 45 slokas in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we just have to finish only 2 more slokas to finish the 6th chapter. So that is the Dhyana Yoga, where Krishna is answering Arjuna's question about the fate of an unsuccessful yogi. So what is the fate of an unsuccessful yogi? So what we are studying until now, what we studied in the sloka number 44, Krishna said in the 6th chapter, Purvabhyasena tenaiva kriyato hi avasopi saha jignasurapi yogasya sabda brahmati vartate. So with our past practice, Purva Abhyasena Teneva. So that means with our present practice, what we are doing right now. we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We are practicing Bhagavad Gita. And we are also chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We are remembering Krishna. So this is going to become in our next life, if we don't go to Goloka, so in our next life, this gain. So that's what Purva Abhyasa. So that's what whatever we did like this in our previous life, which we don't remember, which we don't know, but Krishna knows. So the reason we are able to now sit and study Bhagavad Gita, the reason we are able to follow Krishna's instructions and able to make progress, that is because of our previous experience. So that's what is very important. Purva Abhyasa. So that means this Abhyasa, this experience, what we are actually gaining in this life is going to be coming with us in the next life also. That's why when we are taking birth, somebody is good at doing something right from birth. We call that as the natural skills. So such kind of natural skills coming from the previous life, previous experience. So that way, if we focus controlling our mind, focus studying Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, this experience is going to be permanent. So it's going to be with us. So when we apply for a job, how many years of experience? 5 years, 10 years, something like that. We write it in the resume. But here we have so many lifetimes of experiences of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So of studying Bhagavad Gita. So that's why in this life we are continuing. So Purva Abhyasena Teneva Kriyato ki Avaso Pisaga. So we will automatically get attracted to this Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge, Krishna. So Jignasu api yogasya. So we will automatically become inquisitive about this yoga. So that's what Jignasu api yogasya sabda brahma ativattade. So at that point of time, we will be able to transcend the other aspects of the Vedas. So we will not be attracted by the flowery language of the Vedas. Yamimam pushpita vasham. So because we have the experience of serving Krishna, studying Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this experience is going to be with us in the next life also. So that's why Purva Abhyasena Teneva Kriyatuki Avaso Pisaga Jignasurapi Yogasya Sabda Brahma Ativattadi. By virtue of the divine consciousness of his previous life, he automatically becomes attracted to the yogic principles even without seeking them. Such an inquisitive transcendentalist stands always above the ritualistic principles of the scriptures. Then in the next sloka, what we studied earlier, that is in the sloka number 45, Prayatnat yatamanasu yogi samsuddha kilvishaga aneka janma samsiddhas tato yati param gati. Tato yati param gati. Prayatnat yatamanas. So by making such endeavors, by prayatnat, by such rigid practice, so prayatnat yatamanastu, yogi is samsuddha kilvishaga. So when the yogi is freed from all sinful reactions, samsuddha kilvishaga, aneka janma samsiddhas. So by taking many births and getting purified completely, at the end, tato yati param gatim. So he reaches the supreme destination. So there is Krishna's param, Krishna's abode. Tamakuku paramam gatim. So here, tato yati param gatim. So Krishna says in another sloka, Tamakuku paramam gatim. So that is known as my supreme abode. So that's what tato yati param gatim. We will reach that supreme abode, that is Goloka. And when the yogi engages himself with sincere endeavor in making further progress, being washed of all contaminations, then ultimately achieving perfection after many births of practice, he attains the supreme goal. So that's what Krishna is teaching here. So in the next sloka, what we are studying today, this sloka number 46 in the 6th chapter, Krishna is continuing that tapasvibhyo diko yogi jnanibhyo pimathadika karmibhyaschadiko yogi tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. So the yogi is above the person who is just doing austerities, ascetics. So that's what tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi. So yogi is a person who has the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, who is rendering devotional, who renders devotional service to Krishna, and who is freed from the three modes of material nature. So such a yogi is about tapasvibhyo. And jnanibhyopi matho adhika. So that yogi is just is about the jnanis who just have the knowledge. So a yogi is a person who is practicing the knowledge. That's what is very important. So he's about the jnani and he's about the fruity workers. Karmibhyascho adigo yogi. So the yogi is about everyone. So that's why tasmat yogi bhavo Arjuna. Therefore, Arjuna, you become a yogi. You be a yogi all the time. That's what is very important. So that means we just have to follow Bhagavad Gita. We have to just do what Krishna is asking us to do in this Bhagavad Gita. That's what we are supposed to do. A yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than the empiricist, and greater than the fruity worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances, be a yogi. So by Krishna's costless mercy, we have successfully finished 46 slokas in the 6th chapter. We just have to finish one more sloka to finish the 6th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So we'll chant 2 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. So wherever our mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, we must simply withdraw it and focus it on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, if any devotee has any questions, please use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. By Krishna's mercy, I'm fine Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, good to see you again, Guruji. I was not able to catch you regularly because of the timings difference.
Yes, Prabhu. Also, I didn't have lecture for the last 2 weeks. Only Sundays we had, yes, Prabhu. Because I was traveling a lot this time.
Yeah, Guruji. So, hopefully you had a nice trip.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, mercy. It was very Krishna conscious trip. Yes, Prabhu.
Well, it's really inspiring to see somebody work so hard for Krishna. That's really inspiring. All that ticket and everything, running around with so much hectic. So normally people for business, for money, they run around, I see that. But for Krishna, running around like this is something very rarely I see.
Krishna is planning everything, yes, Prabhu. His plans, Krishna's plans are very nicely happening.
Yeah, irrespective of how hectic it is, you are still calmly going to places and teaching. That's really great, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Nice
Mataji.
to see you again after a long time.
Started again after more than 2 weeks. Yes, close to 3 weeks. Yes, Mataji. That's correct.
Correct. Yeah. As Mithun Prabhu said, it's very true that you are doing great work. We get inspiration from you only. And
yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy is there, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. I was able to meet a lot of devotees in person. That was very nice. Yes, ma'am. Went to Delhi, Bangalore. Yes.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Munmun Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Welcome back to our regular classes.
Yes, Mataji. We are going to start. Yeah, continue. I was missing this very, very much. Yes, Mataji. I was thinking about it.
So missing this regular schedule of 9 o'clock in the.
Yeah. Somehow this time every day I was traveling. That's why I couldn't do. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. We attended your classes like very late. Was there like the daily sessions and the Bangalore also, but
Yes,
not
Mataji.
have
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
But I just
Mhm.
thank Guruji. You are taking so much of your time in Krishna service only and traveling a lot and just sending message. We are really lucky to have you as a
Yes.
Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. I think we'll continue now every day. No problem, Mataji. Krishna's mercy it will continue. And next time, until next time I travel. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. I
Hare
think,
Krishna.
yeah. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Well,
Hare Krishna.
welcome back to the US, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes,
Hope the trip went well. I kept seeing your messages. We also had gone to a trip to Cancun, so it was good timing for you and me because I would have missed your classes anyways.
Yes.
So,
yes,
but Guruji, you're looking very young now. With black
Actually,
hair.
I was visiting a lot of colleges, Prabhu. So that's why I had to do this, yes, Prabhu. Because some technical talks also I was giving, yes, Prabhu.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I was. Yes. I was even giving. I was a keynote speaker in one international conference. A lot of things. So that's why it was needed. So for Krishna, okay, I thought we will do it for Krishna, yes, Prabhu.
Of course. Krishna will accept whichever way we are, as long as we believe in him and as long as we acknowledge him and give him respect and love, I guess. So
yes. And this time I reached many college students also. I gave this lecture, Bhagavad Gita. It was very nice. Some even all very reputed institutions because of my other professional profile, it was helping me to reach everywhere from a lot of students. Yeah, in the colleges.
that is great, Guruji.
Yes.
That is great. So I mean, this generation really needs it, Guruji, because when we grew up, the distractions were so much less, the noise was so much less. I mean, you literally had to turn on the TV or read the newspaper to get noise. Now, even if you're sitting quietly, things will come to you. So
that's a problem. That's a problem. Yes.
Yeah. So this generation really needs Bhagavad Gita to give them guidance and direction and motivation to do the right thing. Because there's no framework which anybody, schools or even religion creates for focus. And I think that's what Bhagavad Gita gives everybody. I mean, that's just my opinion. But
Krishna's mercy, we have now more opportunities. At least close to 10 colleges I visited and gave lecture. And each college I gave 2 lectures, one on Bhagavad Gita, another on technical talk. So this helped me to give Bhagavad Gita lectures. Many colleges they wanted, I couldn't go. Maybe online I can do that. But now we can create a devotees WhatsApp, students WhatsApp group in many colleges and focus on them also. Yes, bro. A lot of opportunities.
So what is the new generation saying, Guruji, about Bhagavad Gita? I mean, if you had a chance to talk to
No,
students.
actually, they are interested to study Bhagavad Gita, Prabhu. So most of the colleges I was only first year students only. I was giving the lecture. So that next 4 more years in all engineering institutions. So 4 more years they will be able to study, and before they graduate, they will get the good full knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So there is a lot of interest, definitely, no doubt. This,
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yes, bro. We will be able to do. What, bro?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. We are definitely privileged, I would say. So thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Nice to helping us come back on track. Thank you.
Yes,
It's your
Mataji.
inspiration that brings us back on track.
Yeah, I was also feeling myself very like helpless with this effort. Yes, Mataji. But now we will be able to continue without any problem. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. So your success rate was also dependent on your own effort to plan first, initiate, bring everybody on the platform to plan, help you. And then Krishna comes and gives his mercy. So without
Yes.
your thought processes and without the support, I think it all begins with your own desire.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy is there and everything happens by Krishna's mercy. So, yes, Mataji. In fact, I was traveling like anything, many places, but everything happened nicely by Krishna's mercy without any problem. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji, that I agree with you, but the desire has to be there from within to act for Krishna.
That's correct.
Yes, Guruji. So I think that desire is also uprooted by Krishna only.
No, we
Yes,
decide please Krishna and Krishna. In fact, Krishna plans much more for us. That is a very important thing. Yes, he's waiting. Krishna is waiting to give us a lot of service, and he's waiting to serve us also.
Yes, Guruji. I agree. Yes, yes. It's really helping. I mean, this Bhagavad Gita is there at the back of our mind all the time now, Krishna. And we are more aware, we are more focused. We want to do whatever we can a little bit from our side. But of course, because of our responsibilities and commitments, we get a little drawn off because we'll do it a little later. That kind of thing still has to be coming on track, Guruji. So I agree, Guruji. Krishna is really supporting all of us with his mercy. Thank you, Guruji. Yes. And as Dipesh Prabhu said, that our future generation is really needing this.
Yeah.
I totally agree with him.
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. It is our future generation. Otherwise, it's really going to go to the dogs. It's so difficult.
I have the confidence. I think we will be able to start this Bhagavad Gita lectures in almost every college. It's possible, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. It will happen.
Yes,
Guruji. At least many colleges. We'll do it.
How is your health, Guruji? Are you okay now?
Yes, Mataji. Only some jet lag is there. So another few more days, I'll have to come out of this jet lag, Mataji. That's the problem.
Yes. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Prabhu.
Thank you so much for your effort, Guruji. It's very nice to start again the Bhagavad Gita class. And all your effort, no comparison, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Guruji.
Meeting you, Mataji, Uday, all devotees, Sheila Mataji, Anita Mataji, everyone there.
Yes, Guruji. We keep discussing about you, and in fact, it's very nice. And there is no comparison for your effort, Guruji. The way you are, the way you are devotee, it's really an inspiration for us also to do the same thing. Thank you,
He will
Guruji.
do.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Renu Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you so much. All this
Yes,
time, we really feel so blessed that we have been able to attend and see you live in front of
yes,
us. That was
yes,
simply amazing and unbelievable for
yes,
me
yes,
because I joined the group not very late. So thank you so
yes,
much. And your preachings, your lessons are very, very good. They're helping us in life. Thank you so
yes,
much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
yes, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Even it was very nice to see all of you in person. It's very nice, yes, Mother.
We
Krishna's
are
mercy.
blessed. We are truly blessed, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam
Very
Mataji.
nice to be back our regular classes. Since a
Yes,
long
Mataji.
time we were feeling void in our life. Now we are feeling today, at least though I joined late today, but I'm feeling that something is getting inside. Very nice to see you back.
It's all you get understand. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you very much for all your efforts. It was very nice meeting you. We are feeling blessed to see you back. Hale and
Yes,
hearty,
Mataji. Very, very nice. Everything like went very fast, but it was very nice seeing you all the devotees. Yes, Mataji. Just
very nice. We had a very nice section in Delhi.
yes, hardly 10 days ago. Yes, Mataji. It was very nice meeting you. So it was hopefully.
Thank you, Guruji, for everything you are giving us. The thing it is like you are giving a drop and it's like ocean getting inside.
Yes, Mother. We have much more to enjoy in this Bhagavad Gita. We will do, no doubt, Mother. Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mother. Hare Krishna. Aruna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Pranam.
Very glad to meet again, Prabhuji.
Yes,
I missed Bhagavad Gita classes for 10 days.
Yes, Mother. Yeah, we missed one for close to 3 weeks. Yes,
but I listened Sunday classes, Sunday lectures.
Sundays, yeah. Sundays we continued. Yes,
Ma'am.
Make it class.
Thank you. Today class is very nice, Prabhuji. I learned how to go to Krishna. We are in many trouble. तो फिर भी भगवान के कैसे प्रार्थना कर सकते हैं कृष्ण हमको रक्षा कर रहे ऐसे थोड़ा समझ गया प्रभु जी आज.
Yes, I think Krishna's mission.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Galaxy M12, Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna, Galaxy M12. Lalita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So,
sorry, I joined late actually. Hey, today class was early, no, so I didn't join.
Yeah,
For chanting, I joined.
Yes, Mataji. So, yeah. So, but
yeah, I couldn't attend the Sunday actually. That program.
Yeah, I was asking.
I will hear the
Yes, Mother. You had some family function or something. That's what Smriti Mother.
Yes, Guruji. It was the Sahasra Chandradarshana Homa was there. Actually, family function was that puja was there. So I went.
Yes. That's
last moment it got fixed, so I couldn't attend this class.
But I saw some more devotees from your community apartment. That's very nice.
Oh,
We
good,
have promoted.
Guruji. Oh, good.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Nisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. We really missed for 2 weeks.
Yes.
And it was really nice meeting you in person and connecting with all the devotees also in Delhi.
Yes. Yes.
And Guruji, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and with your efforts, everything seems to be changing. Our lifestyle, our daily routine, the way we think, everything. So slowly, everything is changing for the better. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you for your efforts, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So, as everybody says that your efforts are really very good, and today's sloga also, yesterday, that last few slogas, it's really interesting, because how to become a yogi and totally go to Goloka. So that's another interesting thing of the thing. So no other questions.
It was nice meeting you, Prabhu. Nice meeting you. Just a few days, 2 days ago. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Thank you.
3 days ago. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Lalita Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So, how was your journey, Guruji? I think jet lag is there also.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, I came back yesterday night. I thought I can start, but it was my jet lag was severe yesterday, so I slept. So today is slightly getting better. Yes, Mataji. Maybe in few days it will be all right.
Few more days, no, you need to take rest. I feel.
Yeah, it will be all right. Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. Yeah, it's all used to that. So Krishna's mercy. It's all.
So we are
very
happy
nice
to see you in the live class, Guruji.
That's correct. Very correct. I know you all really did so much of service to make such things happen. Yes,
Nothing is ours, Guruji. Everything is Krishna's, sir. So nothing. As per his wishes, no, we could do.
That is correct. Krishna's mercy. But it's all giving us a lot of experience to organize. So that way, that is very important thing. But we are all becoming more now getting experienced. Yes, Mother.
He shows us the way, like, he gives us the strength to do all those things, I feel.
Yes.
And how was the response from students, Guruji? You had a session with the students, no? Engineering students and all that.
A lot of responses there. I need to now post-process all those data. That's why last 2 weeks I was keep on traveling every day, one college like that. So it was very hectic, and now I need to start getting to them. Many have sent me messages that they are interested and all. So now I need to start a lecture for them separately. Yes, that's another thing.
Because nowadays, students, no, children and all, they are really out of this only world only. They have their own world. Way of thinking and all is totally different. No, like I want to know whether really are they showing interest to learn.
Yeah, they are interested only, Mataji. We have to now show them the way. That's the main thing. But that needs more effort, which I'm now figuring it out how to do. That's the main thing, yes, Mataji. So we'll have to do that. Yes, it will happen, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, it will happen.
So in scientific way, if you are teaching, no, so maybe that makes them like getting interest. I feel.
No, important thing is that we are able to reach them through all the colleges are letting me go and give the lecture. That's what is very important. Yes,
that is very important.
Yeah, that's a very, very important. Because of my technical background, I'm able to do that. Krishna's mercy. Yes, Mother.
Yeah.
We will do later. Krishna's mercy. We can do much more service, Mother. We'll do.
Yes, Guruji.
Nice meeting Prabhuji also. Prabhu also was there whole day. Nice meeting.
Yeah, he is very, very much interested.
Yes.
Even though he'll be busy with his work, no, so he'll be listening to your lecture every day.
Yeah. He gave me some nice ideas, suggestions. It was very nice, yes, Mother.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, very happy to see you back in the Zoom session.
Yes, Mataji.
And anytime, I always felt you're always there with us, Guruji, because your YouTube channel is there. If we feel, we are missing the classes, we can always go and listen to the channel. Any lecture we can take and listen. And thank you, Guruji. Krishna has given you a very unique combination of gifts, technical and Bhagavad Gita.
Krishna is, I think he has planned from beginning. Yes, Mataji. That's why it is happening like this.
Yes, he has chosen you. You're the chosen one for delivering, to be able to reach out to anybody and, speak to them at that level, whatever level that they are in, and in any different field. So that's a very unique combination, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Very happy to have met you, Guruji, and to have listened to your lectures in person also. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Please take rest and recover from your.
It was nice meeting Prabhu also, Prabhuji, everyone.
Yes. He was also very happy to have come. Yeah.
Yes, in IIT also, that's very nice. And now there is a lot of potential in your college. We'll make a big team there also, Mataji. It's going to happen.
Yes,
I think.
Yes. Maybe all the college students you can join together and address also. And
that's what I'm trying to. I'm planning different time I need to do. Yes, Mataji. I have to.
Yeah, I hope in Zoom they come out with something like a like where people can be grouped as well as be in one session, that kind of a thing, some way where you can group and bring them together. We have breakout rooms. We have something called breakout rooms, but initially itself, while joining, if different groups can join together, it will be good.
Yeah, we will have to use all the technologies available, no doubt.
Yes.
But, you have to think how to do so that it's all lot of learnings involved, Mataji, and it's all will happen.
Yes.
So, Hare Krishna, we will do more. Mataji.
Yes, Guruji.
Maybe once I get settle more, then we'll discuss about our other things, what we discussed in Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna Guruji. Nice. By the costless mercy of Krishna, again you are at home with our Zoom friends. It is very nice. After your busy schedule, you have come back to our Zoom class. We are very nice, fortunate to again hear your lectures. Today, I enjoyed the lecture about yogi. First, we have to, in the beginning, we could not give up our actions. We have to continue our action. Only we have to give up our results to Krishna. After a long time, once we reach that this saturation, we can become a yogi. The person can become a yogi. Then he can even give up his actions. But except for yajna, dana, tapo, karma, for the welfare of the humankind, that he has to continue. And later on in the next life also, this will have its effect on the next life also. So that he can continue again. Like this, today's lecture was very nice. Thank you, Guruji. Again, we are getting the chance to hear you. Zoom classes started. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guruji, Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dandavat
Hare
pranams,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Sada
Krishna,
Dandavat Pranam. Hare
Dandavat
Krishna, Hare
pranam.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you, Guruji. Tumba nandi.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Nandi.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Hare Pranam
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Ram. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare. It was very
Hare
nice
Krishna,
meeting.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Galaxy M12, are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.